Hi, I'm Carl Taylor from visualeducation.com. Welcome back to our series of lighting modifier videos. This week we're looking at the mighty 120 by 180 softbox. So not a huge amount to cover this week, but I thought I would single out this particular lighting modifier because this is probably one of the largest softboxes available. This is 120 centimeters wide by 180 centimeters tall. So that's like 5'10" or something, 5'9". And this is probably one of the biggest softboxes in any range. This is the broncolor one. It is compatible with other lighting brands, so you can use the adapter to fit it onto Godox or Bowens or other Elinchrom fitting brands. There are I believe some independent brand, or there is another independent brand one that we found on B&H Photo that looks to be about the same size and does have double diffusion. Now this particular one is very useful in specific instances. We're going to talk about that in a second, but first of all we're just going to take a look at the softbox. So you can see the sort of depth that the softbox needs because of the double diffusion, because there's an extra layer of diffusion in here. Here's the size listing on the side, and you'll also notice there's just a single lamp head plugs into the back of it. Now Elinchrom do some large softboxes. They're slightly different. I think it's their light motive range. In theirs, the light points inwards and then bounces back outwards. And they've got a relatively large softbox as well. This is the more traditional design where the light shines through the first diffusion layer and then the second diffusion layer. You can also add a third diffusion layer if you want. One of the things I have to say with this sort of softbox, it's quite heavy, bulky. You need it on a relatively strong stand. I quite like it on a wheeled stand, easy to move around, because most of the time you're using this for full length model shots. So it's really convenient if you can wheel it around, greater ease of use. Now you notice the Velcro strip down the side. That allows you to attach different accessories, such as a grid, if you want to stop the spill of your light, or also things like window masks, which we're going to look at in a second. Let's dig a little bit deeper into the softbox itself. If we take a look inside, you can see that internal layer of diffusion. You can see the highly reflective glossy silver surface in there as well. The four big rods that hold the softbox out. That first diffusion layer spreads the light out so that by the time it reaches the front diffusion, we end up with a nice homogeneous large light source or light panel. Now you can see alongside me, obviously this is off the ground, but this is perfect if you're wanting to light full-length portraits. We use this light a lot for portrait work. As always with softboxes, you should really be using them really close to your subject. We've got some great video examples on visualeducation.com of this type of softbox used in a number of portrait scenarios where we bring it in very close to the model to get a super soft, beautiful, flattering light. You can also use the light in a horizontal format. So you get a rotational point on the light. I don't know if the cheaper ones all do that or not, but it allows you to rotate the light so that if you want a larger horizontal spread, then you've got that as an option as well. I mentioned briefly there the window mask. Let me just get one of the accessories. There's a number of different accessories available. This one's quite an interesting one. This uses that Velcro that we spoke about. I can't even reach up there at the moment, but you get the idea. So this window mask attaches to the softbox and allows you to create some interesting lighting effects. This one gives you like a rim light, so you get a rectangular source of light all the way around the softbox. And actually we've used this on a shoot with a model to get quite a unique sort of looking catch light and effect. I put it horizontal now, so I should be able to reach just to give you a bit of a better idea. So that just Velcros into that accessory. And this allows you to shoot objects on a black background for rim lighting. So I've even used this for product photography. I think I did a shoot on visualeducation.com where I shot a Sony video camera, and you basically can then position your product here, have a jet black background, but then you've got rim lighting coming all the way around your product. So it's a great accessory for creating really effective rim lighting shots, not only on objects and products, but also on like models or people, etc. as well. Now, this is the interesting thing with softboxes, because one of the questions I get asked a lot is which softbox would you buy or use if you only had one choice? And we've already made a video, I believe, on the Octobox 150 and also the 30 by 120 softbox and the Octobox 75, so some of the other smaller softboxes. And the Octobox 150 is probably the main workhorse for most people because it's a little, you know, maybe about that sort of size, which is still a big softbox, and it's just a little bit more compact and easy to use, and it's more predominantly used from above for beauty shots. But I still think the 120, 180 is a very versatile softbox because you have that ability to use it sideways for a beautiful window-like look. You can use it vertically for full-length shots. You can mask it. You can block it if you want to make a smaller softbox, because obviously the bigger the softbox, the more options you have, because you can always make a big softbox smaller by using a black card to mask it down, but you can't make a small softbox bigger. So the 120, 180 really does come into its own. Obviously, if you're in a tight studio space, you're going to be limited, or if you're trying to use it on location, then you're going to have to pack it up each time and then reassemble it. But it really is a fantastic, beautiful, flattering soft light if you're using it in a studio environment. So if you're a studio portrait photographer and you've got the space, this is a softbox I can highly recommend. Well, that's about it on the 120 by 180 softbox. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please click the subscribe or give us a like, or even both. And we'll see you on our next lighting modifier series video.